Nelly.
Well, listen, this is our second time starting this shit. So let's get into it before something.
Damn.
Did he freeze again?
Sponsor, I think it's Nelly, yo. Like, it's your Nelly got
like,
he got a good.
This is the second time we're trying to get into it, and it just froze that quick. So let's hurry up and get at Nelly before something goes down. So, and you had the floor.
Shout out to the nigga Ralph, who was a watcher and listener of the Barz and Shotz podcast from St. Louis. His man's got bodied on Saturday night playing them whack ass records he got. And we all knew this was going to happen, and that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
So you're going with that Ludacris one.
Hands down. He came in the winner. They already
I think Nelly going with the same tape. I think Nelly thought he lost. You could tell by the end. Towards the end, that nigga just start pop locking with a wife beater.
Yeah, like all oiled up and shit. Pause.
Yeah, that's all. It was for the ladies at one point. Like, he was like, fuck it.
I'm not Jay. What you think, Jay?
He got his head bust.
Now you stayed actually longer.
I stayed
in that battle. Like that was the longest you stayed actually in the verses.
Completely shocked. I don't understand why.
On the debut, like on the debut day, I literally wasn't doing shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. All those other times, I really had. I was really doing some shit. But he got his ass whooped. Like it is what it is. He just got his ass whooped. I'm mad at Rory though. Like
Rory.
Oh,
Rory from the Joe Button podcast.
Yeah.
Why?
Talking about some Nelly up 5-1. Nigga, what you
I saw that on Twitter.
What battle you watching?
Hey yo,
So Roy is saying that nah beat Welcome to Atlanta.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Hip Drill beat Pussy Poppin'.
I can see that.
Pimp Juice beat My Chick Bad.
Never.
Flap Your Wings beat Ho.
Yeah,
no.
They might have got her. He might have
Ride With Me beat Saturday.
No. No, well, not to me personally. Saturday, my shit.
You said 5 or 6? What do you say, 5?
Regardless.
He said 5-1.
Because that's when it goes country grammar. What's your fantasy? So,
right.
And then that in its
own
that's a
debate too. Don't get me wrong. Nelly has.
I think
some
honestly,
bright spots.
we might be a little bit harder on Nelly than we should be right now.
Fuck
you are.
Because I mean, like when you go back and look at the list, I'm looking up the list now.
Looking at it right now.
Like when you go back and look at it, when you say like, what was it? What's your fantasy versus?
What's your
Country
fantasy
grammar
versus country grammar?
It depends. Again, it depends where you were.
Yeah, I personally like.
I like What's Your Fantasy.
What's Your Fantasy is going to always go harder.
Yeah, like it's just a better song to me.
But depending on where you play it at, I
don't know about that. I can't agree with that. I got to go country grammar. I think that's more well-round built for everybody. I think What's Your Fantasy is for a certain audience, like that's into that lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. Everybody likes sex, but Ludacris really take it to the top.
Put it like this: in the stadium, in a football stadium, which one would you rather hear during
country grammar? Why do you want to hear What's Your Fantasy at a football stadium? That's what I'm saying.
It's already your team playing, bro. You got to get hyped.
Why you want to hear Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Puff?
Shimmy Cocoa Puff.
That's what I want to know.
Down, baby.
I don't know any situations that I want to hear Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Puff. No situations, none.
But listen,
backseat window.
What
about you with the kids? You want to hear no?
What's your fantasy?
I would just not play anything.
I'm just saying.
I just not play neither one of them. Did.
Okay, take that.
So we going round for round. So we said Welcome to Atlanta over 9-9. So that's 1-0 Luda. Pussy Popping over Tip Drill. I'm going Tip Drill.
That's
Tip Drill. I ain't mad at Tip Drill.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? I like Pussy Popping better, but I can definitely see why Tip Drill should win that. Tip Drill was like that started it off.
Yeah, we slid the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a rap. Like that shit was iconic.
It must be that ass because it ain't that face. That line right there is iconic and it's something that stands the test of time.
Even though I personally like Pussy Popping better, Yeah, Tip Drill wins that.
Billboard is on a bullshit.
Wow.
I'm looking at their list and winners. They got Pimp Juice over My Chick Bad.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I had to remind myself how much I hated that song.
I like Pimp.
I hate Pimp Juice. I hate that shit. Is whack.
Pimp Juice
was whack though.
That's whack. It was. I'm sorry. It's nothing. I don't like the beat or him. And it reminded me.
Let him loose.
And it reminded me how this nigga is a bad rapper. Nobody want to talk about that shit. Like no. A lot of this has to do with Ludacris is just a better rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly.
I kind of agree with that.
That's why his features are better.
I was going to go a different route, but I kind of agree with that. Jay, you want to continue the list, or do you want me to detour on what I was going to say to piggyback off what Jarrell just said?
Go ahead.
Well, for me, I looked at it like, Luda and the Saint Lunatics were kind of like on the island by themselves. Because
I agree.
Because Ludacris being from Atlanta got him so many. And I don't know if it was just because he was from Atlanta, but he had all the features. Like he quadrupled Nelly's features.
I'm going to disagree.
But it could also be
because he was a better rapper.
I'm going to disagree.
Always was better than
because that was dope when it was doing that East Coast. Oh, you want to go East Coast? I got East Coast too.
1-on-1.
Legend. I got Legend too.
When he played that Biggie joint.
That don't really count though. That don't really count though.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have, for example, right? Where the Party At is fire. But Luda said, I got a song with Usher. I do records with bigger artists, and I got more. And
because he's a better rapper.
But
they wanted him on the feature more because he's a better rapper.
Party At Jagged Edge was big. Like we're not. We're not going to compare Jagged Edge to Usher. I get what you're saying, Flaw. So I'm not disagreeing.
At that time, it was big.
To say that was big. They Fab. They got Run. You got what I'm saying? So they was doing all of that. It's just.
But look,
how do y'all feel about?
Well, Nelly did a song with Janet Jackson.
Hold on, but then Ludacris plays "Made You Look" remix and plays his verse. When you listen to that shit, nothing Nelly would have played would have won. Nothing.
But here's my thing, though.
Nothing would have won. Yo. He had to play like Dilemma for that.
I would have to kindly disagree with Jarrell. I think Ludacris raps way better than Nelly. I think Ludacris, his rapping skills need to be talked about. I think Ludacris' voice, his creativity.
He's nasty, yo.
We need to have a conversation with Ludacris in raps. But I think that with Nelly being the more known artist, that's what it features.
Nelly should have won against Ja, yo.
No. But before we get there, Nelly sold more records. So a record label would look for Nelly more than a Ludacris, you would think. It's not about who raps better. It's about who can we attach ourselves to help us sell records. You would think that would be Nelly over Ludacris.
I guess to me, it's like who other rappers respect more, and those rappers will ask other rappers to get on the song, not executives.
So you don't
like Nas didn't ask fucking Nelly. He asked Ludacris. Or you think like an executive got him on the song?
That's different. That's groups. That's like, for example.
How's that groups?
No, they're not a group.
New York.
I can only speak for like a Jay-Z and a Nas. Like, they don't need nobody's permission. But there was a time where features weren't even like not done off the fact that we was just you hot, get on this remix.
You're
That's
right.
all it was.
And Nas had the least favorite album or least favorite verse.
On that Made You Look.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that Nas didn't have to ask the record label for Ludacris.
Yeah, I don't think he had to ask. I think
that's all we're saying.
I don't think.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
We're gonna leave that again because I'm gonna say it again. Because bitch, we're gonna talk about that fucking Jay-Z list too. Yes, Nas had the weakest verse on that song.
Yo, so we gonna say Ludacris cooked Nas? Say it, Flo. Say it.
I gotta hear the song.
Say it. No, you don't.
Nah,
he cooked that nigga. He cooked him.
He kind of
cooked that nigga.
Nah, he kind of did.
How do y'all feel about ties? I don't do ties.
Yeah, I don't like ties.
If you had to and this is how I look at these battles. If you had to tell me, what's your fantasy of country grammar? One has to go forever.
Country Grammar got to go.
Country Grammar has to go.
What's your fantasy got to go?
There's only one. There's only one tie. There was only one tie in all the verses, and that's when Erica and Jill played the same fucking song.
That's a fact.
That's it.
So
it's got to be either or.
Billboard has round 6 a tie.
Because it's their first single. It's like, I get why they tried to do that. Like, that's both first singles, and they kind of like skyrocketed.
They did that to shoot Nelly some bail, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what
it was bad.
So I'm going to switch up. I'm going to say Ride With Me over Saturday.
If you want
I'm thinking.
I don't care.
I'm thinking Impact.
Yeah, I see what you
Impact,
mean.
So that
was a personal strike for me. Ride With Me was a bigger record. You're right.
Right. So yeah. So
say that though. I'm glad you said that because I got.
Where we at? Luda's up what? So it's Luda. All right. So Tip Drill round 2 is 1-1. My Chick's Bad is 2-1. Luda. Ho versus Flap Your Wings.
I got Ho.
I got Flap Your Wings.
Either one of those.
Flap Your Wings.
Like, I don't have an argument for that. I wouldn't mind Flap Your Wings, but I would pick Ho.
Yeah.
Flap Your Wings. Which one is that one?
I hope that's the drop down and get
drop down.
Because if it's not wrong.
Yeah.
If it's not wrong.
2-2. 2-2.
I'm glad you checked that because I had to make sure that I had the right record.
Yeah,
bitch, they got that a tie too. So it's 2-2.
So yeah, I told you like Ho was big too, but yeah, I can see either or.
So then we got Saturday Ride With Me. Now you got 3-2 Nelly.
Okay.
Then round 6, that's when it gets funky.
I'll be honest with you. It didn't feel like 3-2 Nelly.
It did not.
When you was listening, right?
It didn't.
That's what I'm saying. When you go back and actually listen to these songs, they're not as good. I don't give a fuck what they did on Billboard, yo. They're just not as good.
So round 6, we 3-3. Well, I got fantasy. Y'all got Country Grammar, so keep your own score.
I got fantasy
too.
So I got Nelly 3-2. I got Nelly 3-2.
You got Nelly 4-3.
Yeah.
4-3.
No.
Okay.
4-2.
That's 7.
Don't matter because the next shit Luda gonna smash.
Yeah, it don't matter. Go to the next
out. So you got round 7 was Roll Out versus Body on Me.
Roll Out.
Then you got this one when it was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Day Alley. This Jay shit. When they get to that girl bag.
No. Time out. Waterfalls hit me dope because it had that Tony.
The remix.
The remix.
But My Place, I found myself singing that more than Splash Waterfalls in my life. Like My Place is that thing.
Splash Waterfalls.
You got Jaheim Smooth.
Shit.
You got Jaheim Smooth.
It was. But as far as what Nelly was saying, I could relate that more to my life than what Ludacris.
What song was better?
Over to my place.
What song was better?
My place.
When you listened to when they both played it, which ones did you like better?
Waterfalls.
I like the remix of Waterfalls, so I'm gonna go My Place. But the remix,
all right, man. All right, yo. All right, yo. Yeah, whatever. All right.
Both fire records.
Then Luda just went nuts. Fucking
went off the cliff.
O versus Nasty Girl. Nas Made You Look versus Rock the Mic.
Yo,
and the crazy
how did y'all feel when he played the KRS part, yo?
I was here for it.
How y'all feel when he played that?
He had to. That was his only verse.
Yeah, he had to. He got KRS right and still lost that round.
Got KRS
because that nigga can't rap.
Yo,
because Ludacris is a better rapper. He still lost.
I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I think Luda did this on purpose. Now I want to get into this bag before we get off this topic, so remind me. Luda said, I never heard Luda say this before. He said, man, when I did that verse, I got my respect from the East Coast.
Yes.
Luda knew.
He said it more than once.
He did.
He said it more than once.
Yeah, he tried to poke at Nelly. But recently Nelly has been saying that the East Coast, you know what I mean, with that.
Right.
So Ludacris goes, man, when I did that, I could walk anywhere in New York. New York was feeling me.
Just think about this.
Nelly
played a verse where he beat KRS-One in a battle.
And
he lost to the verse that Ludacris played. Think about that shit.
Still lost.
Like, think about that. He lost that.
Yo.
That's a loss.
And so, but they got Nelly winning that.
Fuck out of here.
Oh,
nah.
Made you look. Yeah, they got Nelly winning that. So
there's no way.
then we got now we got round 11. Nelly 1,000 stacks. Never heard of it.
I don't even know what album that's on. What album is
never heard of it.
It's on 5.0. It's off the. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Luda said, "Okay, they know verse."
Uh-huh.
By the way, yo, Luda's
that shit too.
Luda's Q point game was on point.
Yep.
He missed. Oh, and you could tell on his face, he thought his verse was like right after hers, but she had 2 verses and it was his.
Yeah, you're right.
So his Q up game. Then he played. Then it was Jagged Edge, Where the Party At versus Yeah.
See, you can't do that. That's like Yeah.
Why not?
Why can't
Why
you?
not? Why
Jagged Edge with a Party At versus Yeah.
Both.
But Yeah went last.
both
So he played that and he put Yeah against that.
Both wedding power hits.
Facts, but
Yeah,
trumps
that.
Yeah.
If Nelly would have went second, though, Nelly would have had to follow it with Yeah. So either way, he would have had to play that, but it would have been like, it's not enough.
Too bad, so sad, my nigga.
Then round 13.
Time out, Jay. Time out. He felt like, you could tell when this song came on, he said, oh, shit.
It was a rap.
Nah, Nelly was like, oh, let me stop playing around.
That's when his shoulders start shaking more. That's when he started dancing and shit.
Before Jay announced this record, you could tell he knew he had to play some shit.
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite Nelly verses was on Grills. Grills won this round.
Again, Grills versus Stand Up. When I move, you move. Just like
I got Stand Up. You're nuts, Jay. No way Stand Up is nah. Grills is not better than Stand Up, Jay. Stop it. Don't go about your personal feel. It wasn't a bigger record, yo.
I got Stand Up. Because when I move, you move just like that. That's one of the
that shit and it make you move.
You think
around that time, Grills was bigger than Stand Up, yo.
I don't know, man. Stand Up was huge.
I can remember. So was Grills. That was when Swisher House was on a shit.
But Jay,
that's when it's Paul Wall, baby.
Yeah. But Jay, the conversation we need to have is that a lot of Nelly songs were bigger than Ludacris, but what we're seeing is Ludacris songs are standing the test of time.
The song was better.
But bro, what I'm saying at the time, Nelly was bigger, but we were realizing that over time, Ludacris's songs aged better. So Stand Up in 2020, when he played
when they played him
a while,
when they played him that night, you like Grills better?
Yeah.
Grills didn't last.
I can't argue with it. He liked Grills better.
And the nigga kept looking in the screen with his teeth.
Yeah, like
Ice Cold. Boy, he ripped that.
What's next?
Bottle on the Rocks. Nelly versus Kajon Ali. Oh, Air Force Ones versus Southern Hospitality.
Air Force One wins.
Tied too.
Come on.
Southern Hospitality.
Air Force One wins.
Wow.
Because it was bigger? Not because it's a better song.
The beat, the verses, the hook. I just think that's just.
You like that as a better song?
That was the Neptune's track in its prime, though. And
you like that as a better song?
How does Southern Hospitality go?
Cadillac Grills, Cadillac Grills. Check out my Cadillac Spears.
Listen to him. Yo, you remember how that went?
I don't care. Air Force One.
Bro, we throw bones.
Are you serious? Like you really think Air Force One is bigger than that?
Cadillac
better, like a better song.
Cadillac, come on, bro. Check out the oil my Cadillac spills. Yo, Nelly had the shortest verse of history. That bitch had like a 6. That was
not a 6. Not a 6. He didn't have no 6.
Air Force Ones?
Yeah. Bro, he had like 6 bars.
He said he had a 6.
The most.
Not 16.
No, I think he had a 6.
Yo.
That's why he let the shit ride. He was like, oh shit, wait, time out.
Played the whole song.
Because you need more of me.
Yeah, but I do give me 2 per.
I get why it win, but I don't think it's a better song though. I get why it would win that.
Round 15, Shake It Tail Feather versus All I Do Is Win.
I'm gonna go.
First of all, no.
That's where I was just like, yo, it's overkill. Because in the live, now listening to it back now, it doesn't seem overkill because I didn't have Nelly winning anything. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody did.
On the live, I didn't have Nelly winning a round.
I told you.
So when he did All I Do Is Win, I'm like you can't, like, yo, you don't need that.
Coming for your head, boy.
Bro, I keep telling y'all, man.
I'm gonna step on your neck, and I'm trying to break through. I'm trying to separate. I'm trying to separate your head from your body.
That's what Ludacris
saying. My whole point about all this shit with Nelly, all them records was huge that he was on. He just weren't that good, yo.
But Shake Your Tail Feather beat that.
No. First of all, no. That song sounded like a manufactured hip hop track in the quintessential form.
Before you finish,
I don't even like that song.
That shit sound crazy.
I want to get this off my chest before I forget. I think that what we learned is Nelly's music is dated. It does not stand the test of time. Everything that we're saying, yeah, but mostly everything that we're saying no to was the hot shit at one time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It just weren't that good, yo.
Just in
it was just hot at the time.
Yeah, it was just hot at the time. And Ludacris, you know, his songs aged well.
And that shit will rattle speakers right now.
Nelly said, "Come here, girl. What your name is? Where you from? Turn around. Who you came with?
Hey, yo, nah.
Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer?"
Dog, we not discussing Nelly lyrics on this podcast. I refuse this discussion, dog. No. Nelly lyrics on Barz and Shotz.
And then where did he go after this, though? After they played that, where did he go after that?
It don't even matter.
I can't explain it.
At this time, and he was pop locking with his shirt off.
Bro,
nah.
How you go up to a chick? Like,
come here, girl.
Come here, girl.
At the time when
your name is?
He could have said anything.
Is that your ass or your mama half reindeer? Nigga.
Nah, a bar with that song, like a song with that bar, and it can't win. I'm gonna say
the impact though. The impact.
Oh, it's huge though. Yeah.
The impact. That's why I said wins. But then I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what Just a Dream is. But going against Area Code,
he played that shit.
No, man.
He played that shit. Everybody was like, "Who? What is this?"
Hey, yo, listen. Keep this in mind. I want to say this too before I forget, because I be forgetting a lot.
You be forgetting a lot.
I do. So I'm trying to get my shit off. On that IG Live, when Nelly played that record, it went from 440 to 420.
Like 370.
I saw it. When Nelly played that record, and the people that stayed, they was like, "What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?"
I was like,
thought the battle was over.
Yeah.
Nigga thought they was just chilling.
The credits was rolling.
I was in a group chat. One of my mans said, "This is the time when they turn all the lights on in the club. It's a wrap."
Luda said, "This is where you know it's just like, all right, my nigga. This nigga EI versus Moneymaker remix, unreleased Nelly version."
Mm-hmm.
Or it was the song and they didn't want to pay for it. I think that's what they said or something. They didn't want to do it.
I don't get that either.
I'm gonna go EI.
Over Moneymaker?
I like Moneymaker more.
I like Moneymaker.
EI is dope though. I got EI.
EI was dope though. Yeah, I don't think that's whack. I got it. I don't hate all Nelly records. Like EI was dope. Why he ain't play I Am Number One? Why he ain't play Number One?
Thank you.
That was actually a dope song.
He ain't play over and over again either.
He ain't play over and over again.
He ain't played Batters Up.
Ludacris didn't number one spot.
He didn't play B.I.B.I.
Yeah, he didn't play number one spot.
He didn't play B.I.B.I.
I thought he would have played number one spot though.
Yeah, he didn't play number one spot.
Or Get Back.
Little John didn't play B.I.B.I. too. So that just might mean that B.I.B.I. mean more to you than it do to them. Like that might not even be their favorite song.
B.I.B.I. would get niggas killed in the club right now. Look at Jay. Yes. Naja, yes. Absolutely. Jay, no. B.I.B.I. is
if
nuts,
the club was such a thing right now.
Well, yeah.
Ain't nobody clubbing right now.
Right.
You know.
That might be that tops Nucky if you buck, in my opinion.
It should. And neither one of them played it.
That's right up there with Tear the Club Up.
How neither one of them played it? I don't understand that.
So round 18, Get Like Me. Still don't know what song that is. How Low. How Low won.
How Low, obviously.
Hot in Here versus.
That's the crazy. Wait. But Get Like Me, that was the fall off for Nelly though, because I don't even recognize his album cover. But it's Nelly, Nicki Minaj, and Pharrell. Like that's something that we should know. But when you're in your decline, you're in your decline. I mean, it's Nelly and Nicki though. Like sometimes they'll just put you on, but look, they'll put it in your face because it's Nelly and Nicki, depending on the time. So for us to not know what this single is, that's crazy.
This was some bullshit though. Hot Hair versus Move, bitch.
Hey, yo, guess what? Hot Hair was huge, right? But when you listen to both of them back to back, which song did you like more?
The common denominator, Jay.
I still play Hot in Here.
Hot in Here, but Hot in Here shut shit down.
It did.
And Move Bitch was hot, but once again, to this day, you put that on.
Here go.
Hot in Here was a moment.
Move Bitch, man. I'm telling you. Both songs was dope, but yeah, to me, Move Bitch beat that.
And then last one was Dilemma versus Lovers and Friends. Lovers and Friends.
Dilemma.
Lovers and Friends.
Dilemma.
I like that song better, but it wasn't bigger than Dilemma though.
Nah, Dilemma was huge.
And plus, Little John played it, so it's kind of like
I'm going to say this: if I played both of them in a club right now, the crowd will sing Lovers and Friends. The ladies will sing Dilemma. I'll play Dilemma early in the set.
Because Lovers and Friends seem more cooler to sing. You don't want to be in the club singing Nelly verse, but it's cool.
No, you don't want to be singing Kelly verse.
No.
Yeah, true.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, Ed, you're right, Ed.
No. I'm saying going back and forth. If we in the club, the fellas don't mind singing Usher part or Ludacris part or Little John part.
Right.
But the ladies, but if Dilemma come on, niggas ain't in the club like, and it's gangsta.
Niggas ain't singing Kelly part like that. Know what I'm saying?
So they got final score 12-9, 4 ties. Ludacris. I don't get the ties.